that was kind of fun. That was a little taste of the worship songs when we're in kids' church. And no, we aren't in better shape because we do those songs. So, welcome everybody to Rock River Community Church. Everyone joining us here on a holiday weekend, thank you everybody for coming to join us in person. Those of you joining us online, hey, thank you for joining us online as well. We appreciate everyone. It doesn't matter how you attend and listen to the Word of God. So, I'm Pastor Manda. I get the opportunity to work with all the kids. So today is one of our blended services. We call this one Fall Blend. So when we have one in winter, we probably call it Winter Blend. You guys kind of know that when we have this blend, we're going to have the kids in here, and you'll get a little bit more taste of what we're doing in Kids Church. I am going to lead you today, but I also have a couple assistants, but you will meet them shortly. So I'm hoping that they're almost ready. I hope my assistants are almost ready. We are going to talk about a game plan. Come on, assistants.
Right,
yeah, come
plan.
on in.
Woo!
So we're going to be talking about a game plan, God's game plan. And what do you have usually at sporting events? Cheerleaders. So I have brought along a couple cheerleaders to help present this lesson to everybody.
All right.
And I'm going to get situated here. Okay. So I think maybe we need to let's just start out with the cheer right away.
Oh, okay.
You guys,
all right.
I mean, who are we going to be talking about in our lesson today? Do you remember who we're going to be talking about?
Yep. You want us to do that right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we need to set this up.
Set it
yeah.
up. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, ready?
Ready?
Give me a D.
D.
Give me an A.
A.
Give me a V. Give me an I. Give me a D. What's it spell?
David.
David. What's it spell? David. Woo!
Yes, nice job. Okay, I thought maybe we needed to introduce you guys, show you exactly what you're going to be doing today. Okay,
here we go.
couple questions about cheerleaders.
Ooh.
Yes. Okay. And you guys feel free to answer. This is interactive. The kids in Kids Church, if I ask a question, usually it's just whatever they say. So, do you think cheerleaders cheer for themselves or others?
Oh, for yourself, for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
For yourself?
Yeah, I cheer for myself. No, I. Give me an I.
No, give me an us.
Okay. All right, we have a little conflict here. Okay. Maybe our Bible story can help us straighten this out a little bit.
Oh.
We'll get there.
Okay.
So, if you would describe someone who cheers for others, if someone that cheers for others, how would you describe them? Would they be mean? Would they be selfish if they were cheering for others?
No, I think someone's got a shirt on that says it today.
Encouraging. Does it say to be kind?
Be kind.
Yes.
So K-I-N-D.
No. Okay, kind.
Okay, I think
I.
we need to get to this
There's an
Bible
I.
story sooner than later to
Kind.
straighten Pastor Annette out a little bit. Okay. All right. So, I think kind. I think about cheerleaders, the characteristics of good sportsmanship as we play our game. So, we have a game coming. Yeah, so we're going to have good sportsmanship.
Woo!
And then we already did our cheer for David, so
Okay.
I think we're good. Hey, Karen and Pastor Annette, Karen, are you willing to share your kindness for a little bit this morning? Yeah. And Annette, can I talk you into not being selfish for a little while and help me?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Good. All right. So there's a
got
couple bags
Okay.
in there that if you could grab those, and I will explain the game. So here's how we're going to play. We have 2 bags of balloons, and if you have come in, Kids Church, we have balloons. We're playing with balloons a lot of the time. We are going to toss out all of these balloons, and once all the balloons are out, we're going to pop them.
Whoa, we're going to pop them?
Yes, we're going to pop them.
That's not very kind. Or
well, to the balloon.
Oh, okay. All
Okay.
right.
All right. So don't pop them yet.
Oh.
Wait. I mean, you can toss them out. Yes, please.
Okay.
Just don't pop them until we're ready. Okay? Because in some of the balloons is a piece of paper. And if you get a balloon with a piece of paper, oh, you're being way too nice. You're being way too kind, Karen.
I can't get them out.
Yeah, throw them out there. Let's have some fun. There you go.
I know.
So there are going to be 8 balloons that have a piece of paper in there and a letter. If you get that letter, you get to come up front. And then we're going to unscramble the word
All right,
that is in those
who wants
balloons.
to pop them? Can we pop them now?
Not yet.
Oh,
Nope, don't pop them yet.
I know Troy wants to pop one. You're dying. to.
You can pop them however you want, Waylon.
I got one. Oh! I was keeping it for myself.
Oh,
No.
yeah, selfish.
Okay, I'll be kind.
So,
I'll be
can I
kind.
say this? As in kids' church, you never know what kids are going to say, right? You never know what kids are going to say. So, a kid just asked, "Can I pop them with my behind?"
Here we go.
Except they did not use the word behind. You certainly can pop the balloon however you
Okay.
want. Okay.
Woo.
All right. Is everybody ready?
Are we ready?
Is everyone ready for some balloons to pop? Is everyone
going.
comfortable that's out there
Whoa.
with this? Because I don't want to cause anyone
Are
to
you
be
ready?
startled. Okay.
I'm ready.
And remember,
Are you
pop
ready?
the balloon, bring the letter up front, and stay up front with us.
Yeah. Stay up
Ready? I think we have some music, maestro.
front. Whoa.
Ready?
Are we ready?
Yes.
Okay. Find the letter. What's inside?
Anybody got a letter? If you got a letter inside,
Who's
bring
got
it
a piece
up.
of paper?
Bring
Come
it
up front with your paper.
Who's got a letter?
Open it up.
Oh.
All right.
Come
You
on
hold
up.
the letter.
Come on up.
Hold the letter and just come stand here. Hold it so
Come
everyone
on
can
up.
see. Yep.
Whoa.
All right.
Come on up.
Awesome.
Come on up.
Oh, I wonder what in the world we're selling.
All right.
Huh? What are we
Yeah.
selling? Did you get one?
Yes. N.
Come on, Jasmine.
Got an N.
You got to come up front and hold your
All right.
letter.
Nope. Stand up here in any order. Come on. You got a
I'll help
paper.
you. You can have it back. But if you got a letter, we got to spell
No,
a word.
Do you want to stay up with the
So
paper?
open it up. Let's do it. I'll help you.
You want to come hold it?
Oh, I see. So you got to hold that out.
Do we have 8? No.
No, here, we gotta get
What are
nine.
you doing?
Oh, I
know
think we
you're
got
very kind and you
pay.
want to help,
Okay,
but
so pay
let's
down
be
here.
patient. Yes.
Okay,
yeah.
down here on this side. Okay. I think we're spelling kindness. So we got K.
Yeah.
Who's got an I? N. And then you're next. Next step. You won't right top. There you go. D. N. Who's got the N? N D. K I N D. N.
Kindness. There's 2 N's.
Oh.
Kindness. There's 2 N's up here.
Oh.
you go.
There we go.
Yep.
There we go.
Woo! Hey, nice job. We've got kindness. Nice job,
Give me a
Waylon.
K.
Give me a K.
Oh.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me an N.
N.
Give me a D.
D.
Give me an N.
N.
Give me an E.
E.
Give me an S.
S.
Give me an S.
S.
What's it spell? Kindness. Woo! Good job.
Nice job.
Good job.
Good job, helpers. Yes,
Yep,
you can go sit down now. Yes.
Good job, Waylon.
You can.
Woohoo!
So, nice job. So today's Bible story will tell us about a time when someone showed unexpected kindness also. Let's see. Oh, man, I am like kind of way out of whack here. I don't know. Because we already did the David's cheer. I had you guys.
I know,
Yeah,
you
can we
did
do
that
the David?
quick.
Okay.
We can
All
do
right.
David again.
All right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Give me
Let's share some more.
Give
Go
me
ahead.
A D.
Give me a D.
Give me an A. Give me a B.
B.
Give me
Give me
an
an
I.
Give me
me
an
a
A.
D.
D. I can't
What
even
does that
spell.
spell?
I don't know.
David.
All right. Good job. Okay. So today we are going to see what kind of sportsmanship David showed in the book of 2 Samuel. So quickly before we read in 2 Samuel about David and his friend Jonathan, let's understand a little bit about who they were. So Jonathan was the son of King Saul, and King Saul was not a good leader. God chose Saul to be a leader, but Saul made many bad decisions and was disobedient to God. Plus, Saul was jealous of David, and he wanted to kill David. So Jonathan's dad wanted to kill David, who was like a brother to Jonathan. Do you guys follow that? I mean, like, think of your best friend, and their dad is very mean to you. So this is not a good situation, is it? No. So that certainly could cause some trouble. But Jonathan was brave, and he was loyal, and he loved God. Now, David wasn't perfect. He made mistakes too. But David repented, and he admitted to God when he had done wrong. And sadly, Jonathan and his dad Saul, they were killed by some other mean people, the Philistines. I don't know, this is kind of traumatic.
Whoa.
There's a lot going on here. Yeah, so that is sad.
I
So
hope it gets better.
I think it does. Yes, it definitely does get better. Just like God works out bad things for good, doesn't he? Yes. So that is, so if you have your Bibles with you and you want to turn to 2 Samuel, we are going to be in 2 Samuel chapter 9, and we're going to read verses 1 through 13.
2 Samuel 9, 1 through 13.
What she said.
Can we say that we all recognize that Pastor Nat was a cheerleader back in high school? Yes, she was. Yep. Okay, so 2 Samuel 9, verses 1 through 3. David asked, "Is there anyone still left of the house of Saul to whom I can show kindness for Jonathan's sake?" Now there was a servant of Saul's household named Ziba. They summoned him to appear before David, and the king said to him, "Are you Ziba?" "At your service," he replied. The king asked, "Is there no one still alive from the house of Saul to whom I can show God's kindness?" Ziba answered the king, "There is still a son of Jonathan, but he is lame in both feet." So can we say, "Go, David"?
Go,
David! So, all right. I think that D one may be
Dead.
no. Okay.
We can't spell it
So we
anymore.
read here that David wants to honor Jonathan, right? So that's why we're excited. David wants to honor Jonathan. So what does begin with F-R-I and ends in E-N-D-S?
Friends.
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 Yes.
Friends.
So they were on the same team, right? They are always on the same team.
Are we on the same team?
You two are on the same
Okay, good.
So, however, remember that Saul had not been kind to David. He kind of bullied David. But still, David took over as king. When he took over as king, he wanted to show kindness because of his friendship with Jonathan. So David could have chosen another plan, right? Since King Saul was so mean to David, David could have been mean to anyone related to him. He could have held that grudge, but instead he chose to be kind. So there was the servant Ziba who let David know that Jonathan's son Mephibosheth was still alive and not very far away. Yes. I think David's our guy, isn't he?
Yes.
Give me a D.
No.
No.
David, he's our guy. He showed kindness. Why not try?
There we go. Let's try that again.
Yeah, let's try that again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
David, he's our guy. He shows kindness, so let's try.
I think that was good. I think that was good. That was better. That was better. Yes. Yes, that was better. So I like that we can all try and be kind like David. So when we continue on in Scripture in 2 Samuel 9, 4 through 7,
2 Samuel 9, 4 through 7. Woo!
So where is he, the king asked. In Lodabar, Ziba told him, at the home of Machir, son of Ammiel. So David sent for him and brought him from Machir's home. His name was Mephibosheth. He was Jonathan's son and Saul's grandson. So when he came to David, he bowed low to the ground in deep respect. And David said, "Greetings, Mephibosheth." Mephibosheth replied, "I am your servant." Don't be afraid, David said. I intend to show kindness to you because of my promise to your father, Jonathan. I will give you all the property that once belonged to your grandfather Saul, and you will eat here with me at the king's table. What a play.
Give me an M.
Give me an M.
Give me an E.
Give me an E.
Give me a P.
Give me a P.
I don't.
Give me an
I
H.
know you
No.
spell it. Give me an H.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's too long.
I don't think we're going to
How
do
do you
that.
say that again?
Mephibosheth.
Mephibosheth.
How do you
Mephibosheth.
spell Mephibosheth?
Yeah.
So, David told Mephibosheth that he could show him kindness by giving back the land that belonged to Mephibosheth's family and making sure that Mephibosheth would always have a seat at his table and the king's meal table. That deserves a human pyramid. Are we going to try a human No, we're not going to try a human
A
pyramid.
human pyramid?
No. No, I don't think so.
No.
I got spirit. How about you?
Not for a human pyramid.
Who's in for a human pyramid?
I think we have some liability,
Come on.
and I think.
Okay.
Okay,
Nice try.
sorry. So, okay, we will continue on in the scripture though to learn more about David's
yes.
kindness.
Okay.
So, in 2 Samuel 9, 8 through 13, Mephibosheth bowed respectfully and exclaimed, "Who is your servant that you should show such kindness to a dead dog like me?" Then the king summoned Saul's servant Ziba and said, "I have given your master's grandson everything that belonged to Saul and his family. You and your sons and servants are to farm the land for him to produce food for your master's household. But Mephibosheth, your master's grandson, will eat here at my table." Now Ziba had 15 sons and 20 servants. That's a lot of people. So Ziba replied, "Yes, my lord the king, I am your servant, and I will do all that you have commanded." And from that time on, Mephibosheth ate regularly at David's table like one of the king's own sons. Mephibosheth had a young son named Micah. From then on, all the members of Ziba's household were Mephibosheth's servants, and Mephibosheth, who was crippled in both feet, lived in Jerusalem and ate regularly at the king's table.
Woo! Woo!
Yes. Is that a cheer just for me saying Mephibosheth?
Yes.
Give me
Was
an
anyone
M.
counting how many times?
Give me an M.
Yeah.
Give me
no.
an A. Give me
Oh.
an N. Give me a D.
Oh, what are we saying?
Give me an A.
Amen.
Pastor
Manda.
Manda. Woo!
Okay. So, now remember, David didn't always make the best decisions, but in the case of Mephibosheth, he followed God's game plan exactly. He chose to extend grace to a family that had caused him some pain. He found Mephibosheth and showed kindness in both words and actions. He hooked Mephibosheth up with food for the king's table, from the king's table for life. And this was a kindness beyond what anyone could imagine. No. I think someone else shows more kindness
I
beyond
know
what we
who
can
it is.
imagine.
You know who it is?
I do.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Give me a G.
G.
Give me an O.
O.
Give me a D.
D.
What does it spell? God.
God.
What does
What's
that
it spell? God.
Yeah. God definitely gives the most kindness, doesn't he? So, God's kindness is the greatest. David knew that this kind of kindness was part of God's game plan. Sometimes I think it's good to hear things not just from Stem standing up here speaking, right? We like to repeat things in a little bit different ways. So we have a short video that is going to talk about the Bible story.
Woohoo. All right.
Where we grow together and learn about God.
Hello, friends. I'm Steve. We've been talking a lot about sports these days, and I didn't want to bring it up. But there's one sport, there's one sport that I feel that I'm born for. Can you guess? That's right. That's right. It's always been a big dream of mine to take part in one of the big major league hot dog eating competitions, but I never make it past the minors. You might be wondering, there are major league eating hot dog competitions? Oh yeah, there are tons. Well, probably just a few kids out there who dream of getting that call. stepping up in front of the big, huge crowd, then jamming their mouths so full of hot dogs that they might get sick. Oh, it's a beautiful dream. Do you want to see what I've got? Okay. Ready? Timer, please. 3, 2, 1, go!
You can do it. Yes, you can.
This always happens. Right before I'm going to eat, I imagine the crowd at some big eating competition. But instead of seeing them cheer me on and chanting my name, which is Steve Burger, like cheeseburger, but Steve Burger, anyway. But I see them not being kind to me, booing, laughing.
Hey, Steve. Whoa. What's with all the hot dogs? What's wrong?
Just a guy dreaming of being in a professional hot dog league eating contest, but then thinking the crowd would be mean to him and not being kind at all. And not being able to wreck even one hot dog.
Hey, you never know. I bet they would show you some unexpected kindness.
Really?
Yeah, it totally happens. There is one Bible story where David shows kindness to someone when no one expected him to. It's a story from 2 Samuel 9. You see, David was king. The king before David was a guy named Saul. Saul and David didn't exactly get along that well.
Whoa. I thought this was a story about kindness.
It is. You see, David didn't get along with Saul, but he did with Saul's son, Jonathan. In fact, they were like brothers. Now, Saul and Jonathan weren't around anymore, but David wanted to show kindness to their family in honor of Jonathan. So David asked in 2 Samuel 9:3, "Is there no one still alive from the house of Saul of whom I can show God's kindness?"
That's a pretty kind thing to ask.
It sure was. And it turned out there was someone. His name was Mephibosheth.
Mephibosheth?
Mephibosheth.
Mephibosheth?
Mephibosheth.
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 Mephibosheth. Ah, got it.
Anyway, David had Mephibosheth brought to him immediately. Now, Mephibosheth was probably worried about what this meant. But in verse 7, it says, "Don't be afraid," David said to him, "for I will surely show you kindness for the sake of your father Jonathan. I will restore to you all the land that belonged to your grandfather. Saul and you will always eat at my table."
I bet that made Mephibosheth happy.
It did. Mephibosheth. Mephibosheth and his whole family were set for life. Now, David didn't have to do what he did. Just like a crowd doesn't have to show you kindness. But David was kind, and they might be too. I think showing kindness is in God's game plan.
You're right. They might cheer Steve Burger. Steve Burger.
Steve Burger?
Oh, yeah, that's my professional eating name.
Okay. Yes. I think they would cheer for you, Steve Burger.
That's kind of you. You know, it must have been kind of hard for David to show kindness like he did in the story. Mephibosheth was Jonathan's son.
Great job. Yes, Mephibosheth was Jonathan's son and Saul's grandson. Saul had been mean to David, and David could have taken that out on his whole family, but he didn't. He chose kindness, and we can too, even when it's hard.
The Bible tells us to love our enemies, not just our friends. Who can you cheer today? Maybe it's someone you haven't always gotten along with, and that's okay. We don't have to agree with everyone all the time, but we can always and should always choose to be kind.
Happy eating.
If I were at a professional eating competition and someone new was participating, I would cheer them on. Okay, I think I'm ready. I can see it now. A sea of kind faces chanting Steve Burger, Steve Burger, Steve Burger. Timer, please. All right. And 3, 2, you know, professional hot dog eating can be pretty gross. So before I begin, it's been fun almost eating a bunch of hot dogs and learning Bible stuff with you today. It's always fun to learn and grow together. See you next time. Bye.
Steve, burger.
Steve Burger. Who was really excited about watching him eat all 4 of those hot
I
dogs?
know. I was
Yes.
disappointed.
Yep, I know. So, David teaches us that we can always be kind to others, even if they have been mean to us, or even if they have been mean to someone that we care about. We don't always have to agree with everyone, and that's okay, but we can still choose to be kind. Do we have time? We have time for a quick memory verse.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, we want to
Yes,
look at
yes,
our memory
yes.
verse.
Woo,
Okay,
woo, woo.
so this is from the New Testament, and Jesus was teaching to love our enemies. So in Luke 6:27, it says, "But to you who are willing to listen, I say, love your enemies. Do good to those who hate you." So then in Luke 6:31, this is going to be our memory verse. All right. Do to others as you would like them to do to you. All right.
Do
So we have
to others.
a cheer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do to others as you would have them do unto you.
All right.
Luke
And
6:31.
Luke 6:31. All right. So sometimes we do challenges with our memory verses. So
Ooh.
we're going to repeat the memory verse, but each time more and more words are going to be missing. Yeah. So we're going to say it a bunch, but
Okay.
yep.
Are we
Okay.
going to say it or are
Everyone,
we
yeah, everyone's going to join in
Everybody.
because then
Okay.
when we get to the last slide, there's going to be no words up there, and I'm going to want a volunteer to come up and say the whole Bible verse. Do we have the prize? Oh, we have a prize for the person that comes up to say the whole Bible verse, and I promise it's a fun prize. Kids or adults are going to like it. Do we show them what it is first? Do we show them the prize? Like, so they have a goal. It's a Pez dispenser. Who doesn't like a Pez dispenser? All right. So that is the prize. So pay attention. All right. You guys ready? Okay. We're going to go to the next.
Okay,
slide.
here we
Yeah.
go.
Do to
unto
others
others
as you would
have
like them to do to
unto
you.
Oh,
Luke 6:31.
I can't
All right.
even read.
Do to others
as you
would like them to do to you. Luke 6:31. Do unto others as you would like them to do to you. Luke 6:31. Whew. Do unto others as you would like them to do to you. Luke 6:31. Oh, was this? I didn't watch.
Oh, it's
Sorry.
See if they can do it.
unto others as you would like others to do to you. Luke 6:31.
Okay, so we're going to be quiet now.
Okay.
See if you guys can do it. Whoa, good job. Okay. Oh, can we still do it?
Nice. Oh.
Oh, volunteer. Who wants to come up and say it? Do we have a volunteer? You can even hold the pom-poms if you'd like. Come on, don't be shy. Anyone? Come on, come on, come on, come on. I got
Okay.
spirit. How about you?
Waylon, you want to come
Waylon?
try? Yeah, come try.
Oh,
Come on.
is Waylon gonna do it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on. Do you want the
You
mic?
guys want to do it together?
No mic? Yep, that's fine. You use the mic.
one. Woo!
Waylon, you were very brave. That was good.
That was
Nice
awesome.
job, Waylon.
All right. Good job.
Lila.
All right. Yes.
Did you want to hold
So-
the pom-pom?
So I know it
Oh.
feels strange to
help her.
associate sports with kindness, because we often think sports are competing, winning, and being aggressive.
Yay. Good job.
I thought maybe a cheer was coming after that word.
I thought so too.
She wasn't paying attention. I said, we often think sports are competing, winning, and being aggressive.
Being aggressive.
Being
Oh!
Aggressive.
Be aggressive.
Be
B-E-A-G-G-R-E-S-S-I-V-E. Be aggressive. Be aggressive.
I just knew, I think that was Pastor Annette's favorite one of the whole day, so we couldn't miss that. Yes. But you know, when you watch sports, I know that they're competition and everything, but we've all seen live sports movies where you have seen compassion and love between opposing teams. Maybe a basketball player falls down and the other team player helps them up. So that's showing kindness even in a sports setting. You can practice kindness. Just like you practice for a sport, we can practice kindness. And by doing so, you display with your actions that showing kindness is in God's game plan. So when you practice something, kindness starts to become second nature to you, and you don't have to think about it. So before we go today, I have like 3 quick questions. We're going to test your memory. And we have
candy.
Yes, we have candy. So if you have the answer, raise your hand, and if you get it right, we're just going to chuck a piece of candy at you.
Chug it.
All right? So who was David's friend who was like a brother to him? Jonathan. Yes, Jonathan was also King Saul's son, but Jonathan and David were friends. What was something David offered Mephibosheth in his acts of kindness? Do you remember some of the things that David offered? Land? A seat at the table.
Seat at the table.
Yes.
Nice.
All
What
right.
else? Anybody over here? Come on.
Do you guys remember what else there was?
One more thing. No?
No?
He did restore the land, and he
Had
many servants.
Yep.
Whoops.
All right. And what was the name of the servant David talked to about Mephibosheth?
I got it. Give me a Z.
Z.
Give me an I.
I.
Give me a B.
There it is. B.
Give me an A.
A.
What's it spell?
Ziba.
Yes.
What's it spell?
Ziba.
Woo!
So, in the Bible story, David showed kindness in a big, elaborate way. And we can't all be kings and invite people to share in large, extravagant meals like David did, but we can all look for different ways to show kindness.
They're like T-shirts
T-shirts, they're like T-shirts.
being thrown out,
So,
thrusted out.
maybe this Annette is sharing candy.
Wow, that's so kind.
See, I can be kind.
You can be kind.
Aw.
Yes. Someone went, aw. Yeah.
Aw.
Nice job, Annette. I think that, Annette, now if we would ask you, do cheerleaders cheer for themselves or others?
Others.
Yes,
Others.
being kind to others. Yeah. So,
I got spirit. How about you? Woo!
all right. Well, so showing kindness, maybe hold the door for someone, even a smile to somebody that's walking down the street can show kindness. Showing kindness is in God's game plan. So I hope you all had fun. This is very similar to what we do in kids' church. I don't always have 2 lovely cheerleaders in there to help because we all serve all over, but it is a little fun to kind of give you a peek at what we do on back in kids' church. So.
All right. Okay, so with that, let's just pray.